Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. This is my collection of small silver Annamese Imperial ingot money. And here's the first one. What I love about these, they're like mini little ingots, but they were actually issued to be used like coins, not as bullion, or not really like bullion. And generally they will be stamp marked and countermarked on the edges. And this collection I built up over many years, piece by piece. And you have to be aware, there's a lot of counterfeits these days. But it's very difficult to fake quality. They're beautiful little bars. And then we come into a little bit over an ounce. They're 1 Leung bars, which basically it's like 1 Chinese ounce. Again, about 38 grams per Chinese ounce. And these larger ingots were made past their imperial reigning years, later probably into the turn of the century as trade silver, but they kept on using these I guess markings. But generally the design gets very obscure on the restrikings. So that's why most of the time you can tell the original ones versus the trade silver ones. Now this one, it almost looks fake, but it's just been highly polished. So I'm assuming someone might have added it to a piece of jewelry, but I don't find any hint of old mountings. So maybe someone just liked a nice shiny bar. But because these are very hard to come by, I'm not too picky as long as I could get one for a good price. Now, most of these little bars, like something like this, probably would auction off for about $200 for this tiny little thing. Something like this size, probably a little bit more, $200–300. Same thing with this. Maybe into 3 to 4 for this one. And then with these 1 Leung bars, probably about $400 and up, maybe even $5. sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more, depending, you know, like this reigning emperor is, for this size, is not as common as this one. So I'd say this one would be closer to the $500 mark. This one maybe towards the $350, $400 mark. This one, when I bought this, it was the first time I ever seen this bar. So that may be a good thing, that may be a bad thing. Now, here's something else very interesting. This is not Imperial, but during the Vietnam War, right prior to it, a lot of people were selling their assets to leave the country before the communists took over, and they basically bought gold leaf from their jewelers in order to hide it on their body, on their underneath their clothes, to leave the country. And wherever they settled, they would use this to set up their new life. So basically, if you went to the jeweler and you wanted 1 Chinese ounce, 1 Lang, or 1 Leung, you'd get basically a package wrapped in paper with 2 of these thin bars. I think it's about maybe 13, 14 grams. And you get a little square, like this top square cut off, added to the 2. So that would add up to a Chinese ounce. And think about it, these would have been very easy to hide. I mean, back then they probably had people who were, basically pirates that would rob and kill people leaving the country. So something like this, you could hide it fairly easily. And a lot of them were melted down after they arrived at their adopted country. So these are actually collectible. It has some sort of numismatic value. I hope you enjoyed my collection. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.